Okay. Hello guys. Good evening. Let's start today class. I'm sharing my screen quickly. Let me open the new window. Okay. Okay. So today class we are going to discuss about the what is SQL Server, what is SQL Server, okay, and what are the types we have for the editions, okay, for the Microsoft SQL. Okay. First we'll discuss about what is Microsoft SQL Server. Okay. So SQL Server is nothing but SQL Server is a database. It is also one of the database, right? And what that is the type of a relational database. Okay, SQL Server is a relational database. SQL Server is a relational database, and it was designed by who developed the Microsoft SQL Server. It was designed by Microsoft company. Okay, that's why it's called as Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, it was designed by Microsoft. Okay, that's why people used to call MS SQL Server or Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, Microsoft SQL Server, or in shortcut people used to say MS SQL. Okay, either MS SQL or Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, so Microsoft SQL Server is a relational database and it was designed by the Microsoft, and it is designed, what is the purpose? Okay, it is designed to run on a central server, okay, so that multiple users can access the same database at any time point of time. Okay, so SQL Server is designed for, why it was designed? It is designed to run central database, so that multiple users can access same database for the data operations, okay. So in SQL Server, why it was designed? It is designed to run central database. Okay. See, for example, if without a central database as a SQL Server DB, to maintain the any file format of the data, it's very difficult. Okay, because daily some crores of the data will come, right? Okay, in any project, some lakhs, millions of the data used to come. So to store those kind of in a file format and maintaining these and naming conventions and refreshing the data, everything is a lots of cost and lots of manual power and lots of storages we want to purchase. Okay, so everything is a cost based. So that's why to reduce that and to reduce the manual power, okay, we are creating one central database that is nothing but a SQL Server. Okay, that's why Microsoft developed their own central database that is nothing but a Microsoft SQL Server. Same like Oracle developed their own database, Oracle database. Okay, that is nothing but a we can call it as PL/SQL language to maintain that. Okay, and same way we have MySQL DB. Okay, that's a public tree, right? So like that, every own company, okay, big organization, they have developed their own databases. So for that central, to maintain those data in a central base, because they want to all in, if you see in the world, they want to maintain the data centers, everything. It's easy for them, right? Because they have all the branches in all over the world. Like we have the branch in India, okay, Microsoft company, and we have the Microsoft company in lot of countries like USA, Canada. If you take most of the countries who have developed already, okay, they are using all these Microsoft SQL Server database, okay, and to maintain the database in a central manner, they will maintain their own data centers. Even in Hyderabad also we have, right, Microsoft company. So there also they have their own data centers. Okay. So now we'll discuss about the what is the latest version of the SQL Server. See, SQL Server download. You can download it from the Google and you can just search SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server download. Okay, SSMS that is called as. Okay, I'll show you that how to download in the late after this class. Okay, but before that, I'll tell you what are the types of editions we have to download, which edition we want to download. Okay, I'll tell you. SQL Server have different types of the versions. Okay, I'll tell you that one by one. Okay, so first version is like a standard edition, we can say. That is nothing but a standard. Okay, in the standard edition, okay, it includes what the standard includes. It includes the all the core functionalities. All the core functionalities in the sense what is the core functionalities, okay, required for any application. Okay, see for example, let's assume Flipkart or Amazon. We have one application, right? That is also one of the app. Amazon one of the app. Okay, so whenever we want to maintain all the products data and everything, okay, we want to require to purchase one of the database. Okay, so Amazon means Amazon their houses, Amazon AWS, that cloud storage we have. Okay, so they will maintain their own database. Okay, so for that core functionalities in the sense to store the data, manage the data, all the database properties we can say. Okay, managing in the sense, what is meant by manage in the sense modify the data whenever we want to do some changes, we want to do that. Okay, and whenever we want to delete the products, we have to delete that option. Whenever we want to do some updating, okay, update the records. So everything, okay, everything, all the functionality should be there, because whenever we open that Amazon, we'll add to the cart product and we'll delete it, we'll add the payment and we'll cancel it. Okay, so those kind of, those we will call it as a all the modifications, means managing the things. Okay, so all the core functionality in the sense a storage way, manage way, modify, delete, update, creating new product. So everything, all the core functionalities the standard alone feature contains. Okay, so it includes the core functionality, okay, required for any application, required for any application. So, for example, like Aju, okay, now we have Rapido, Uber, Ola, right? Okay, so same way, some other new, some X company came, okay, they want to build their own application, okay, they want to choose one database, right, to maintain the all the cabs information, drivers information, customers information, everything they want to maintain. So for that, they want to first they have to check with the developers, means what they want to start with that. Okay, for that application, for example, they want to use .NET application. Okay, means application in the sense whenever we are entering the data, like we have apps, Amazon, Flipkart, right? Those are applications. Okay, so to create that Ola app also, oh, they will use one programming language. In the behind, they require one database, like SQL Server database or MySQL database or Oracle database. Okay, so to require that, they want to select which one based on their cost, okay, and based on their requirement. Okay, so first what they will make one a list, one checklist for that. What is our data size, what is our application features, okay, and based on that, what is the database giving the more functionalities. Okay, like this they will check. So that is nothing but a core functionality, means in any application whenever building, okay, there will be some core functionality will be like as I said, adding, updating, deleting. Okay, those are the main basic functionalities we can say. Okay, those it already included in the standard application. Okay, next we have enterprise application. So enterprise edition. So in the enterprise edition, okay, so it is common for developers, means it supports, mainly it supports wide range of organizations. Means enterprise in the sense, I will tell you, For example, big organizations like multinational companies, you can say, like Infosys. Okay, those kind of, they want to do some maintain the database and everything in a small manner. It's very difficult, so they will go with the enterprise level. Why? Enterprise level, it contains data warehouse features. What is data warehouse features? I'll tell you. Data warehouse. Okay, data warehouse features. Along with the core functionalities, it contains the data warehouse features. Okay, along with the security also, main thing, security, data security also, and data compression also. Okay, data compression, how it will be helpful? Whenever bulk data is coming, okay, data compress in the sense, it will be make the performance, it will make the performance should be high. Okay, okay, it should compress the data. For example, we have the large volume of the files. What we do, we make it a zip file, right? Why? We are compressing into a zip file to send it into a through mail or to send to it through any person. It's easily, it will go on the cloud. Okay, the data means the data consumption will be less. Okay, that's way. So data compression functionality, and whenever they want to maintain large amount of the database sizes, database sizes. So these are all included in the enterprise edition. Okay, so enterprise edition, whenever they are downloading SSMS Studio, okay, the SQL Server database, they have to check either standard they want or enterprise level or developer edition. We have the one more, developer edition. So in the developer edition, okay, in the developer, it is designed for only mainly for the developers. It is designed for developers to create database applications, mainly to create their own database applications, to create applications that will run on the top of the SQL Server. Okay, like I can say main functionalities like stored procedures they want to create, own, okay, own databases they want to create, like stored procedures, we have views, okay, NCTs, common table expressions. This we'll discuss in the later. How to create a stored procedure, how to create a functions, advanced SQL concept, etc. Okay. So these functionalities only applicable in the developer edition only. Okay. Enterprise edition, we don't have these to create advanced concepts like the stored procedure, views, series, functions, because it is a bulk organization level they want to maintain. Okay. But in the developer edition, mostly we will also use the developer version of it. Okay. In many of the organizations, they will use either a developer or enterprise application. But as of now, for most of the applications, we are using developer edition only. Okay. Even in the interview also, most of the questions they will ask stored procedure, series, functions, triggers. Okay. All of those concepts they will ask. Okay. And in the real time also, we will create some cases like push node procedure, some cases like functions. Okay, depends on the requirement. Next we have express edition. Express edition. Okay, express edition we have. So in the express edition, it is a limited edition of the SQL Server. Means limited features we have. Limited edition of the SQL Server, we can call it as limited edition of the SQL Server. And whenever the small some startup kind of organizations want to start it, so they can use this express edition. Okay, small organizations. Okay, not all the advanced topics, only for the to create, update, delete, those kind of, not like stored procedures, creating and everything. Okay, so whenever the small organizations want to develop the database applications, they can use this. Okay, want to develop database applications. So these are the types, guys. Okay, I will explain you one more time. So SQL Server types means, okay, if you see now, this is a Microsoft SQL Server Studio, right? To run our databases, we are using this. Okay, if you want to download here SQL Server Management Studio download. Okay, and if you open this, there will be options. It will show you developer version you want, or you want the express edition. Okay, depends on that. See here, Microsoft download developer edition. Okay, open a new tab. Let me compress edition. Which version you want to download? Okay, so it is asking sign in option. No, I don't want the sign in. So let me click on here. Yeah, if you see here, download SQL. I'll share this link with you guys. You can download, copy link address. Okay, so it will show you the all the released versions. Okay, so through using here only we can download. It is downloading now. Okay, you can also download the SSMS Studio. You just go to the download SSMS Studio and it will show you this option. Okay, download SSMS. After downloading that, you have to run the application. Okay, so let's try for after this class to download it. Okay, I will explain after downloading how you can able to see. You can able to see this kind of application. Okay, so whenever you connect, click on the connect database engine. Okay, you have to give your local desktop the server name. Okay, I'll tell you what is server name, authentication types, and okay, so actually we are downloading in our local PCs, right? Okay, so it contains one Windows name, okay, like desktop hyphen again. Okay, so this way we have to provide the Windows authentication. If you want to give the SQL in real time, sometimes SQL server authentication, whenever you want to do by going to the setup. Okay, if you read some instructions here, how to download, if you see here, no, I want English version. Some settings for the non-English, but I want the English version only. I don't want to check it. Okay, let me show you one more way. Yeah. See, here are the steps we have. First, you have to download and install this application. Okay, download, because whoever the functional like 64-bit configuration or 32-bit configuration. Okay, you can check with your laptop. Okay, after that, open this application. You have to restart your PC after downloading and run the application. Okay, so once if you download, you can see this page. Okay, just click on the install option, then yes, and restart is required, it will ask you. Okay, after that, okay, launch this app. Okay, after that you can open this app. It will show you the window like this. Okay, connect to database engine and the server name. Okay, server name you can provide as your Windows desktop name. Okay, and that should be a Windows authentication. You can click on that. Okay, so after that you can close it and you can create your own databases. Okay, see now I have created, I already downloaded. So let's go to connect here, database engine, and I have connected to my local PC. So connect, and if you expand this option, you can see all the database options here, guys. Okay, I have created these all databases. Okay, I'll show you how to create a database. Okay, so how we are going to create a certain database? Let's click on the new query. I'm going to create a database. There is a command we have, create. Okay, there is a function. We have the syntax to create any database or a table. Create, we have to write create database. If I'm going to create now, first database equals our database, right? Create database name. Syntax should be, what will be the database name? Okay, I'm going to create demo SQL server 3. Okay, I'm going to create, because I have already 2 demo classes. Okay, and already demo classes there. So I'm going to create demo SQL server 3. Okay, I'm going to execute this. Let's click on this, select that command, and there is an option. If you see execute, you can click on this execute option. So command completed successfully. If you have any errors, it will show here the error message, but I don't have any error right now. Okay. Now under the databases, why I am unable to see the demo SQL Server 3 means after creating the any command executed, you have to right click on the database, just refresh it. See, it is created demo SQL Server. Okay. If you see this, this is a database. How it will be identified with the icon called cylindrical icon. Okay. This is nothing but a database created, we can see. And if you expand this, automatically the SQL Server will provide you one structure of the any database created. Okay, it is inbuilt functionality, we can say, like database diagram, tables, views, synonyms, programmability, service broker, storage, security. Okay, it will provide you all the inbuilt functionalities. Okay, now under tables, if you expand, I have only system tables and file tables. Okay, and I have one more dbo.student table. Okay, that I have kept it as a universal, that's why it's coming as a global. Okay, now I want to create any one of the table inside my demo SQL Server. Okay, how I can create? Whenever you want to run, there will be a lot of databases. Okay, but I want to create only third one. Okay, this is my database. Under this databases, I can create multiple products. Okay, so database is nothing but a what we can create n number of tables inside that. Okay, n number of tables, stored procedures, we can create functions, everything we can do that. Okay, so why we want to maintain different databases means, okay, for example, in real-time projects, we want to create one, first of all, requirement kit. Okay, any new requirement kit. You want to create some applications. Okay, directly if you go to the production data, it won't affect. It will affect, right? So first, they have to maintain two environments: developer environment and the production environment. Okay. So product developer environment, one database created. Okay, that is nothing but a development area database with store, and next will be the production environment. Okay, like this. And after this also, if you see the Flipkart or Amazon applications, okay, there will be a categories right inside that, like for example fashion or mobile section or grocery section. Okay, they have introduced new things, right? Okay, payment one option. Okay, all these are interrelated to all the tables will created in a one table. It makes so much of huge volume of the data, right? Because lots of the customers are using at a time, right? So that's why what they will do, they will segregate some databases. Okay, this database only contains this type of information, this database contains only this type of information, like that. Okay, whenever you join any new organization also, they will give you KT. Okay, first days. KT in the sense knowledge transfer. Okay, so they will give you brief idea about your project work and what are the databases you are going to use. Okay, and in the project requirement, what it would come mostly. Okay, and what type of we want to create. Okay, how many databases we have, they will tell you. Already databases will create it. Okay, but whenever you want to create a database, you have to get the all the approvals. There will be a manager approval will be there, because it is a cost based. Okay, in real time you have to you have to join the meetings. They will tell you what is the advantage of this and all everything. Okay, so that is different scenario, but I'm telling you today how we are going to create a database in SQL Server today. Okay, so by using the create database name, under this how I can create a table. So there is again command, we have create table. Structure is remain. Whenever you see blue line, okay, blue color text, that is nothing but a syntax is, we can say, fixed syntax. Okay, after that, whenever you see black, that will be a naming conventions of our own created tables, user created tables. Okay, now I'm going to create some employee table here. Okay, so create table name employee, and structure also we have to maintain. What will be the column names under employee ID, and I have the employee name, and I have the salary. Okay, these are my three columns. Okay, whenever you are referring, just giving column names, it won't make sense. Okay, we have to define the data type also. What is data type? Data type is nothing but a inside employee ID, what type of data you are storing. Is it integer value you are storing, or you are storing characters you are storing? We have to define that. Okay, I'll tell you the data types. What are the data types we have? Okay, I'll explain. We have integer, varchar, okay, salary, we have int only, okay. I'm going to use this. So now I have created the table. Let me execute this. Command completed successfully. Now let's refresh this table. Just expand it. See, my employee table is created. Now I want to see my employee table contains what is the structure. There is a command called select query. Select star from employee. So we can see the star. Okay, sorry. There will be a star here we can use. See, if you know basic English, you can easily understand the what will be the SQL functionalities. Like for example, select means what? We are picking the data. What? From where? From means where we are getting. Okay, from employee table. Employee table, select star in the sense in the SQL side, star in the sense all the records. Please show me that. Okay, execute it. So it contains. We have created only structure of the table. We are not inserted the data right till now. So employee ID, employee name, salary created. Now how to insert the data into a table? Okay, how to insert? There is a command insert into what will be the table name? Employee table name. And that is what are the values, right? We are passing the values. So insert into table name. And what are the values? So we have to provide the column names. Employee ID column name, employee name column name, and salary. 3 columns, right? Now, after this values we are passing here, employee ID 1, comma, name. See, integer values you can either give in single quote or normal way, it will take it. But you have to take it, the characters in a single quote. For example, I am going to here give Ram. And after this, salary, some 10,000. Okay, close it. Now I am going to insert this record. Let me execute this. One row affected means one row data inserted into my table. Let's see. Using select command. This everything I will explain you what is create, what is insert, select, everything we'll discuss later. But I'm telling you for today demo class how we can create one database, how we can create one table. Inside the tables, how we can going to insert the data. Okay. Employee ID contains data, employee name, salary. Okay. So this way we can create one database and inside we can insert the data. Hope you guys understood, right? How to create a database and all.
Yes.
Okay. Any doubt up to here, guys? Let me know. This standard, I have downloaded the developer edition. Okay, you people also, whenever downloading it will ask, you can click on that. Okay, directly you can download it from here also. Okay, let me give you this link with you guys in the chat box. Please take over this. Uh, 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 right, link is not. Anyone can chat box say hi in the chat box. I am not getting the chat box option. Okay, this is the link you can use to download the SSMS. If you have any doubt, tomorrow class, okay, tomorrow is Saturday, right? Tomorrow if we don't have the class, Monday we have the class, okay? Monday I'll explain, okay? See, from Monday onwards, we have class at 8 p.m. Okay. Okay, guys. So these are all nothing but the SQL Server types. Okay. Now, any doubt up to here? SQL Server data type types we have, right?
Yeah. Hi. Actually, I just want to know what is the difference between MySQL and SQL Server classes? Is there any difference? Hello. Yeah, I'm audible.
Sorry, guys. I will switch on the charging. Okay. Yeah. Any doubt up to here? No, right? SQL Server types, standard, enterprise, developer, okay, and we have the expression edition, okay. So these are the editions we have, okay, in the market side. Whenever we want to choose that, okay, we have to just get idea about this, okay. Don't worry, these we will not. I mean, most of the projects they will already created, okay. But if you want to get a chance that architecture level you want to build the data structure, so you have to choose these applications, which version you have to take, okay. So next we'll move to the types of databases. What are the types of databases we have? What are the types of databases? Okay, so in the databases we have hierarchical database. In uh, in the real-time market, okay, apart from this SQL Server types, okay, these are the additions. But now we are using SQL Server is one of the databases that is relational databases, right? But in detail, I will tell you what are the types we have, okay. Hierarchical database, we have hierarchical database, we have network database, okay, and we have object-oriented database, we have relational database. There are a lot of database types we have, okay. Relational database, cloud database we have, we know, right? Cloud database now, Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, we have different cloud database. We have centralized database, we have centralized database, we have operational database, we have operational database, and we have NoSQL database as well. One second. Okay, NoSQL database. So one by one we'll discuss. What is hierarchical database? Okay. See, hierarchical database, it contains the data in the form of hierarchical data. Okay, in the form of hierarchical based. See, for example, okay, we have a company. Just take an example. We have a CEO, right? Under CEO, we have the structure. How it will be the structure defines the, okay. For example, after CEO, we have who will be that? We have directors, right? Directors. In the directors, we have senior managers. Senior manager. Under senior manager, we have manager. Under manager, we have team lead. Under a team lead, we have senior associates. Means in the developer side, we can say. Okay. Some people will call it as associates, some people will call it as the senior developers. Okay. Now, normal associates. After that, we have data analyst. Okay. Like this, we have the hierarchical type of the data. Okay. So, whenever we want to store the hierarchical type of the data, okay, so the hierarchical database contains all the information in the form of hierarchical format. Okay, so that's why sometimes we won't get the hierarchical format only, right? We will get the normal data also, like every time transactional type of the data, right? So those kind of that's why its hierarchical format of the database is not popular in the market. Okay, so that's why it's not outdated. It's outdated. Okay, no one is using in the hierarchical format of the data. Why? Because there will be a lot of drawbacks here. Okay. Next we have network database also. Network database also, it will store the data in the form of nodes. Okay, nodes in the sense, for example, we have in a college. Okay, taken an example, college, we have college contains a lot of information like universities, which university it belongs to. Okay, they have some licensing part, everything, right? That contains that. So those everything is a node interlinked, it will connect. Like college contains the table college ID, university contains that respective college ID, and this college ID, everything interlinked. Okay, it's very consumption of the data. Okay, so to maintain this level of data in a network basis, network means what? It's a connectivity, we can say, node to node connectivity. Okay, definitely there will be a interconnected change will be there. Okay, so that's why it is also not popular. Okay, it's also outdated. Okay, now we have object oriented. Object means the data, everything contains in a format of objects only. Okay, data stores in the form of objects. So everything object storing, it is storing an object oriented based. Okay, so the data is represented and stored everything as an object. Okay, so for that we will use the object programming languages like we have Java, Python, C. Okay, so those we have for this object oriented databases. Okay, this is also very difficult to learn and do that, so that's why it is also not populated. Okay, next we have the very most popular, that is relational database. We know already the relational database, it is also database and it stores the data in the form of tables. Okay, that's why tables contains the word structured type of the data, so everyone can understand the structure of the table, right? So it is easily to store the data and to manage the data and to do any modifications. So that's why relational databases are most popular in the market. Okay, now it came cloud databases. Cloud databases, it contains structured, non-structured, unstructured, okay, semi-structured, any type of data it contains. That is the advantage of cloud databases. Structured and non-structured data and semi-structured. Okay, example for this structured data, we know normal table. Okay, semi-structures means, for example, we have JSON file, XML file of the data, means it contains the data in the form of script side. Okay, and non-structured means completely it's not a structured format. Take an example, YouTube videos. Okay, just uploading, but how it is storing streaming type of data. Streaming type of data, we can't identify which one is a to store into a one table, one column like that. Okay, it everything is stored in an unstructured type of the data. Okay, so those are the example. In the cloud databases, we have the example, you know, right? Like Amazon. Okay, we have AWS. Microsoft has Azure. Google Cloud. Google has. Okay, like in the market, different cloud databases are most popular nowadays. Okay, because everything now maintaining in a cloud based only. Okay, now we have centralized database. It contains everything data, means it don't create separate databases. Everything is in a centralized format. Take an example, library, central library. So all that books how we have in a one place. Same way centralized database also in one place. All the data stores in one place. Okay. Now we have operational database. Okay. So operational database, it's not most popular. Okay, but they have introduced. Okay, this operational database, which contains the data for storing, not for the for the future purposes, like operation kind of works, like whenever we want to do some modifications, transaction things, okay, those kind of, okay, we can say. Storing for temporarily, we can say. Temporary basis to do manage operations, storage manage operations. Like we want to create, manage, updating the records, deleting the records, all these kind of operations. Okay, it is also not popular in the market. It's also outdated database, operational databases. Okay, now we have the NoSQL. NoSQL is nothing but a, okay, it contains the data in the format of graph databases. Okay, non-SQL only, it is a SQL type of database. NoSQL we can see. It is stored wide range of data set, like for example graph based data type, okay, document wise JSON files, okay, and column means in a table data stores in the format of rows, right? But here it will store column based also. Okay, everything data stores in a column base. Like for example, if you see here, we have data storing in a each row by row, right? But here everything will store in a column level. Okay, like 101 also will store in a column base. Here also 5 it will store column base. So like this, that is nothing but it is also NoSQL in the sense what? It is not a structural format. Okay, it contains the data different format to storage, like graph based data, sometimes JSON files, document based, but not most of the cases. Very rare cases the people used to use this. Okay, NoSQL database. So these are the types of databases in the market we have, but mostly we'll use the relational database nowadays and cloud database. Okay. So relational database, our Microsoft SQL Server is also one of the relational database guys. Okay. Hope you understood, right? Okay then. See guys, tomorrow class I'll explain you the all the DL, DML, all the kinds. Okay, all we have. Okay, and please make sure available at 8 p.m. from Monday onwards. Okay, so and make a note and download this. I have already shared this link with you guys. Please download the SSMS, okay, studio to work on the practical way also. Okay. Okay guys, thank you. If you have any doubt, please feel free to ask me. Okay. From next day class onwards with the practical and theoretical, we'll discuss both. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you guys. Bye.